Hi guys, welcome back to Surviving Parenthood. I'm Darcy and we're going to be talking some chores today. Okay, so when is it good for your kids to start doing chores? Well, I found for us it worked when they were about three and a half, right around the time that we were finishing up with potty training to actually get them to start doing chores. Now, I will say this, our 2-year-old does chores, not chores, they're like, he picks up toys, he puts books away when he's, as we go along. It's not, I'm just kind of, the way I do it is they just kind of learn as they go when they're 2, but when they turn 3 and a half, they're old enough to make their bed, they're old enough to do that, start to learn to do that sort of thing. So when they really start doing chores where you don't have to do so much for them, they're more self-sufficient. Now, every kid is different, so this might not apply to your kid. It's also to use with discretion. Remember, this is what works for me. So what's age appropriate? Well, age appropriateness, I had a hard time figuring that out for myself. So I actually went on Pinterest and found an age-appropriate list of chores for kids, and I will link that below so you can find that. It's a good tool to look at, but basically like toddler 2 to 3, pick up, put away toys. They could unload the dishwasher, say like plastic cups or Tupperware, that kind of thing, not knives, and they can put their clothes in the hamper. They can collect the dirty clothes, help move clothes from the washer and dryer. I don't think that's age appropriate. Not unless you like handed it to them and they put it in the dryer. I think that would be okay if you were, yeah. And then with a 2-year-old and then with a 3-year-old, I like to say that they could start making their beds. Like 4 to 5-year-olds, there's a whole list of, I really encourage you to go find, check that link out and go find that list. It will help greatly. I know it did with me. Oh, now I'm going to talk about what I use as far as tools go for me to keep everybody organized, because I do have 4 children and we use the Melissa and Doug wooden magnetic responsibility chart. It's this, I'm reading it off the label that I have from it, and I will include the link for this down below. You can find this for super cheap. Well, not really super cheap, but I paid $20 and I got 30% off, but I bought it from Mardell, which is a bookstore. So I will link where I bought it, and then I will link, like, if you wanted to go look at Melissa and Doug, I would highly recommend all of their stuff. But anyway, this is the tool that I use, and I will insert a picture here if I can. Otherwise, I will link you below as well. Okay, so there was one other thing that I liked about the Melissa and Doug, the responsibility chart. Being responsible also means that they have good manners. They learn to share and say please and thank you and that kind of thing. And they have little magnets that have that as a task that they need to do to remind. So if they did that during the day, then they get a sticker, or they get, actually has a little magnetic that says excellent or awesome or whatever. And it has different ones, different colors, and they can pick the one to put for that day. So they earn that. So once they've earned all of that, let's talk about rewards versus allowance. We don't do an allowance, just for the sake of, right, with 4 kids, we'd be breaking the bank as far as an allowance goes right now. When they get older, we'll probably revisit that. So right now we don't do allowance, we do rewards. So, but we do rewards when they earn a month's worth of, they've done their chores for a month, not every week. Because a reward is something that you work towards, but also it's important to remember that chores are like a sports team. Everybody has their job. Everybody needs to know what their job is. It teaches them to be responsible. But this is a lifelong, because I had chores growing up, and I know that I could look back as an adult and remember, oh yeah, this is how we did it. And I know how to sweep, I know how to mop, I know how to vacuum, I know how to do laundry, I know how to do all that sort of thing. So this will carry on with them through their life. This is teaching them to be a responsible adult. But part of it, like I was saying, you're part of a team. Your family is your team. So you need to make sure that everybody has their responsibilities and takes care of the team. When they all work together, everybody is rewarded by a clean house. The laundry's done, folded, put away. Everybody knows what they need to do, and so we get to the end of the month and they get ice cream or a treat, or they get to pick a movie that they all wanted to buy, or they go to the movies or something like that. It's not monetary necessarily, but I would love to hear what all of y'all do for chores, when you started, how you started, what tools you use, that kind of thing, as well as just letting us know how we're doing. So I will link everything that I've talked about in the description box below. Also remember to check out the other ladies on here this week for Surviving Parenthood who were talking about chores as well. And thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.